Well, Karen, the damage is really everywhere, all across Talbot County. In fact, take a look at the home behind us here, missing its back wall. This used to be the home where Willie George Epps used to live. It is no longer standing. In fact, you have to navigate through all of this debris. In his front yard right here, looks like his dryer machine. Right over here, this used to be the floor to his kitchen. The number of businesses are already boarded up, and that's because families believe that this storm will be incredibly powerful. Dorian, they believe, will be one for the record books. You're seeing sandbags right over here. This is designed to stop the flow of water from coming into all of these businesses. Karen, it is so incredible to see how much damage there is right in this small South Georgia community. Look at the roof right here, just ripped right off. It is very difficult to stand because of this heavy wind and all of this rain. As this rain continues, it's bringing with it that powerful wind. I mean, talk about lucky. They crawled out of the window just so they could escape this fallen tree. The president taking to Twitter, clearly undercutting just how serious these charges are, while again looking to shift the focus back to his former opponent, Hillary Clinton. Evacuations are underway right now at the motel behind us as SWAT teams move in. The number of counter-protesters far outnumber those who are demonstrating at the park here in Noonan. Their message is clear. We just moved in the last 20 minutes here to Piedmont Road. I want to step out of the way because this is as close as we can get right now to the area where I-85 collapsed. In fact, look at this right here, okay? We're going to walk over and show you the roots of the tree. And to give you just an idea of how powerful this storm was, I'm about 6 feet tall. Look at how high this thing goes, right? Amanda, we are live right now inside of a Waffle House. This is as close as we can possibly get to the scene. Let me set the stage for you where we are on Windy Hill Road. That's the Wells Fargo Bank right across the street that is at the center of this hostage situation. I can see a large crowd off in the distance. Okay, as far as we can see protesters in the middle of William Street. The Chattanooga Recruitment Center behind us, where he first came and opened fire, we found about 50 bullet holes in the front window. Grabbed a can of spray paint over the weekend, went to cars and homes. They did a lot of damage. It might be their only hope to getting it back. Take, for example, Adamsville. The district says there are 381 students enrolled. You know, the Braves are really swinging for the fences with their new stadium here in Cobb County. The value of these stolen comic books, we're talking upwards of $250,000, $250,000. The crashing waves on Tybee Island, a sure sign Dorian is inching closer. Tonight, coastal Georgia remains under mandatory evacuation. Are you worried about Dorian?
I'm not really worried. The only thing that worries me is that it might flood.
The rough surf not keeping the beach closed, but many remain prepared.
It was probably like chest to head high. I mean, kind of choppy, but it was fun though.
Any hesitation because of Dorian? Maybe the water is not safe?
Nah, I mean, I've grown up in the water like my whole life.
In historic Savannah, the clock is ticking. So you're packing up now and you're getting out of here?
Yes.
And Itzy Cologne is headed north away from the storm. Did you think about getting out of Savannah before today?
Yes. Like, I've been planning it since it was kind of before it came to the Bahamas.
She's originally from Puerto Rico. She knows all too well the dangers of a hurricane. What are you most worried about with Dorian?
Mostly it's just like the wind and the trees.
We were there as she packed up her car and left town, as all traffic on Interstate 16 was diverted from the coast. The sandbags across town are now in place. This is the calm before the storm.
Gonna hunker down and see what happens.
But many are still choosing to stay. You're not evacuating?
No, we're not. No. We're gonna hang out and weather the storm.
When you think of the Boston accent, what do you think of?
It's really nasal sometimes and like a little bit hard on the ears.
Not a lot of ERs at the end of the words.
All I can think is Mark Wahlberg with a Boston or something along those lines.
They have to have a certain swagger with the Boston accent.
Well, they say wicked a lot.
Park the car in the Harvard yard.
All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of words. I'm going to ask you guys to pronounce the words.
Ha!
All right, let's try this one.
Body.
Body. I'll go real Boston on you now.
Baluba.
Bubbler?
Bubbla.
What's a bubbler?
I have no idea.
That's a tough one.
Something people smoke pot with? I don't know. Oh, the bubbler. It's a water fountain.
No way.
Yeah.
How did you know that? How do you pronounce it?
Worcester. Oh, I hated this.
Yes.
Worcester.
Worcester? Is that German? Like, what is that?
Worcester.
Worcester. Yes.
Worcester.
Wow, you gotta be kidding me.
Ketchup?
No, it doesn't say ketchup. That's a U.
That's a you?
That's a U.
Bangalooey?
Bangalooey. What does Bangalooey mean? I got a Bangalooey.
Was that spitting? Like hawking a loogie?
Are you serious?
Bang a left.
What?
Bangalooey.
Bang
Yeah,
a Louie, bang a
yeah,
left.
Bangalooey. And if you
Wow.
bang a Yui, you're making a U-turn. How do you pronounce it?
Grinder. So I think you want me to say Tom Brady's a grinder.
is that a G?
Grinder, right? Is that a sandwich?
Is this really what you guys say in Boston?
Man, these are some serious Boston words.
They're wonderful people.
So we had a lot of fun, and you can have a lot of fun when you come down here to the Super Bowl experience. Remember, it is open all week leading up to the big game, and the doors open this afternoon. Fun for the entire family. We had a lot of fun with that one. I'm sure Gervier and Tracy, no surprise, I am from that region. A lot of people tell me they don't believe me because I don't sound like I'm from Boston. But that's where I come from. So it was fun to just see if anybody could understand what the heck we were talking about.
That's why we can't understand you some days. So